So, for your listening this week, I'm sure that most of you will recognize the song that you're about to listen to. So, I'm not going to tell you what it is. The composer is John Williams, and John Williams has been composing for many years. He was born in 1932, which makes him 89 years old, 90 this next year, which is kind of exciting. And he is still very active and continuing to compose and things like that. He also plays piano. He also plays trombone. He is also a wonderful conductor. He has composed music for so many different movies, it's kind of crazy. The most popular ones that you might know are music for Star Wars, Jaws, Superman, E.T. He wrote the music for Home Alone, Indiana Jones, some of the Jurassic Park movies, the first 3 Harry Potter movies, and he also did some TV shows. It's crazy. He was born in New York City, and his dad was a musician. They were very close. He was eventually drafted into the Air Force, the U.S. Air Force, where he played piano and brass and conducted and arranged music for the U.S. Air Force Band as part of his assignments. He moved to New York City and entered the Juilliard School, which is one of the best music schools in the country. And then he started working as a musician and eventually became a composer in the early 1960s, and he's been composing ever since. He's very good friends with George Lucas, who wrote many of the first Star Wars films, as well as Steven Spielberg, the director. He is just a wonderful musician, a wonderful composer. His music is always it's so good. It just works so good. Let's see if it says what he's doing now. In 2019, 2018, he composed the main musical theme for Galaxy's Edge in Disneyland and Disney World, which is cool. And he won a Instrumental Composition Grammy Award. He is supposedly writing music for a new Indiana Jones movie, which is supposed to come out in 2022. And I can only imagine during this pandemic that he's just kind of been, chilling out. He conducts different orchestras at different times. He's done it with the Boston Pops, with the Hollywood Bowl Orchestra. His list of awards is a mile long. His list of compositions is longer. And something that's interesting is he has quite a few musical score compositions, but he also has quite a few classical works, chamber works, orchestral works, and concertos. And what's cool about these is if you look at the list of them, the date starts in the 1960s, but the most recent one is 2018. So he's still composing music for movies, but also classical music that really is what he is feeling, which is cool. He's, like I said, a wonderful musician, a wonderful composer, a wonderful conductor. I've watched several things about him just because I'm interested in him, and everybody just has the nicest things to say about him. I've not heard one negative thing about his attitude or about his way of work or anything like that. And that is kind of something that could be considered rare depending on who you are and at the time period you're looking at in movies. So please enjoy John Williams, composer, conducting the Vienna Philharmonic Orchestra with one of his compositions.